Good morning. Well, actually, it's more like afternoon. Bit of a slow start this morning, but today's job is to finish kind of repairing this bit of wall. Now, it's kind of like an ongoing process. So as much as I'm rebuilding from the lintel up, I'm also trying to find where the mortar gets stable. So that may mean taking more down to get that stable mortar, but actually here, the mortar is super stable on this outer wall. So it's a case of working along and making sure all this in here is stable, and probably I'll end up scraping out all these joints and pointing them as well. I don't have to worry too much about the top because there's no mortar in the top. It's these big solid granite slabs, one after another, that hole in the top of the wall. As long as everything underneath them is stable, I think we'll be good. It's all going to help for putting the roof on for this wall to be as strong as possible. Okay, it's getting there. Now, I'm no master stonemason, but I'm trying to use just like a couple of basic rules. So I'm trying to do it in layers. You can see from the old stonework, even though it's all different size stones, they've tried kind of like bricks, keep it in layers. And two, I'm really using minimal mortar. So the mortar really is just there to even out the contact between the stone and pack in every little space with as much stone as possible. To tie it into the old stonework, what I'm doing is using longer stones, like kind of acts like reed bar that go from the inside to the outside, and that's what I've done actually in that hole that was there. So it's relatively slow. It's really, well, yeah, it's slow. Anyway, another mix, and I reckon I can get at least this hole filled today. You two are always in my shot, aren't you? Well, that's at least the hole filled that came out in the initial kind of taking the lintel out, and a little bit more. And I don't think I've made too bad of a job. I spent a lot of time getting the right shaped stones for the right holes, which took up a lot of time, but so I've had to take out a little bit more than what fell down just till I reached kind of the more stable mortar. Obviously it's all quite old anyway, so it is a bit crumbly, but there's definitely a layer where it kind of stops getting soft and then gets hard. So I'm working towards that. There's not that much more to do. I'm going to have to do a bit of pointing and fill up the kind of the little beam holes as well. Another couple of days and I reckon I'll have this cracked. Nick's here next week and he's going to help me put the C section in, which means completing this floor as well. So really I've got to pull my finger out and get this done and ready for that at least, which should be. Anyway, it's late and I will see you all tomorrow.